My own life is under continuous threat from the individuals who seek to avoid both economic consequence and prosecution for these crimes against those they pretend to serve. I have been the target of multiple assassination attempts over the decade. These individuals are broadly networked in banking, state and federal law enforcement, and assert significant influence in state and federal environmental law compliance. None of 7 raids by the FBI, FDA, DEA, and local law enforcement on my medical practices have resulted in a single charge, prosecution, or the faintest legal evidence of wrongdoing. These raids were enabled by fraudulent testimony by public servants who misled judges to issue search and seizure warrants. I assert 7 raids is excessive, illustrating focused and intentional discrimination and routine deception of judicial agents. Repeated raids evidence chronic abuse of public trust and sanction willingness of government agencies to oppose personal liberty and the health of the public they are charged with serving. The repeated raids amount to complete theft of my professional and private assets, rendering me into personal poverty and hiding. If you are one of the dozen or so judges likely to receive an injunctive petition to suppress this publication, aside from the obvious First Amendment consideration and the freedom of the press, injunctive relief of any sort is unlikely to protect the applicant from either criminal investigation or public scrutiny. The long history of physical violence against investigators and a chain of suspicious deaths in this matter have forced us to present the evidence directly to the stakeholders and the public through every means available. This material and evidence has already been distributed to every senator and congressman in the affected jurisdictions, U.S., Georgia, and Florida, U.S. Justice Department, U.S. Attorney General's Office, the U.S. State Department, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the top several environmental issue lawyers in the U.S. likely to prosecute, every mayor and councilperson in every city within 100 miles of the affected aquifer, every news publication in the affected states, the news staff at CBS, NBC, Fox, CNN, and 60 Minutes. This publication is deployed from multiple international legal jurisdictions to discourage technological or domestic suppression of this message.